Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to another Will to Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Will to Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. Now we create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you, and tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign that spans across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us at the table, we have several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, that means it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes, as they have just learned the location of where they might find a vial of Tiamat's blood to restore our Empyrean friend to their full stature. And we'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
Alright, I'm looking forward to that. I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you've rarely, if ever, seen before. He's taller than most, and he's stronger than most, and he has light, subtly gray skin that's covered with runic tattoos and a chaotic mop of red hair and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like embers. Now, last session we heard about Surtur, the god of the forge. It's a name Haven hadn't heard since he left home. Of all the places to hear it, here it is in the Hells. The massive sword and the helm are nearly all that's left of that titan, Uldrak, a champion of Surtur, but reduced to a simple devil by the power of Tiamat? Surtur is strong and clever, as must be his champions. Surely there's more to be understood here. And this orb of dragonkind, embedded in the pommel of the giant sword, it reminds Haven of the red gems that are embedded in the pommels of his greatsword from his mum, and the dagger that he crafted for himself before leaving home. He wonders if the orb's powers could be harnessed to best this champion of Tiamat, or maybe even Tiamat herself. If only he could understand the powers of the orb and what it has to offer.
Oh, what that orb has to offer, indeed. Let's get an introduction for Saren.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Theron Starseeker. He's an astral elf, divine soul sorcerer, who's navigating a devilish deal and is hoping to make some progress on it here soon. He's becoming more and more comfortable with his newfound magic powers that he suddenly gained, and keeps finding out that he has new tricks to help his companions. He remains determined to help the people of El Terrell and find answers for what happened. This week's fun fact is that Saren has been thinking back to when he was on his parents' ship, who are both artists. He wasn't sure exactly how much they sold their art for, even though he kept their accounting books. He would simply be told about a deposit they earned, and he never really questioned it. Now, thinking back, he's wondering if that he is wondering if their entire story, especially with all the boxes in the cargo hold he remembered being locked away, is really all there is to know.
Oh my god, are you a child of smugglers?
I don't know.
Space pirates!
Oh, I love it.
I certainly know what's going on with that. Next up for
Great.
our introductions, what do we learn about Meliors?
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melior Bryn. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snow white hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Meliors. As you may recall, when we started our journey, Meliors was incredibly sensitive to daylight. Having spent most of her life in an underground cavern environment, those first few days on the surface were difficult and painful, despite how much she wanted to be there. She wasn't accustomed to weather or daylight even. She gradually acclimated, but it took quite some time. And in those first few weeks and months, she saw stars. She saw stars for the first time. And the starlight didn't hurt so much. She took great comfort in being outside at night and looking up at them, so unlike anything she had ever experienced.
Oh, amazing. And then, last but not least, let us learn of Magda.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Lydia, and I play Magda, who's a UNT paladin. She has a little sister energy in this group. She is late teens, kind of a lot of nervous energy, and can't really sit still. Um, she likes to go touch things, explore things, and even though that may, well, that have gotten her into trouble. But hey, it's the world is, you know, somebody's oyster. I don't know what oysters are in this world. I don't know if they exist, but hey, that's what I'm calling it. Um,
Why
Haven is
wouldn't there be oysters?
good. I love oysters. Anyway, I lost my train of I'm very excited about today's session. Hopefully, we'll get to meet certain someone. And maybe level up.
Oh, there will definitely be something going on here. Um, so, let's get back into our session. You met with Uldrak last session, and you learned his sordid tale. You also learned that he has a plan to put everything back the way it should be. But that plan hinges on one thing: getting the reliquary from Archon the Cruel, which he's asked you all to help with. He's given you an orb of dragonkind from the pommel of his blade to help in facilitating an exchange. He's also pointed you in the direction of his tower that Archon has kept here in the house. You were able to take a long rest, have some conversations, and now we come to what passes as morning here in Avernus, a land that is always red, no matter what time your body tells you. So, as you all gain the benefits of a long rest, what would you like to do?
Wait. We're getting a long rest?
Yeah, you guys got a long rest, because you guys had the watches last time.
Oh, I thought that was before we met Aldrak.
I'd say that... Let me double check my notes. I could have sworn that was after the fact, because you had time to look at your...
Wasn't it right as we exited the bone forest?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That might be it. Because I was doing weapon stuff, so I thought that someone had looked at their weapon, or their new item, so I might have gotten confused there. Over between sessions. So yeah, so
I got a new item, Faye. I got a cool ass item, Faye.
I know that someone got a cool ass item.
Yeah, I think we got the stuff from Red Ruth. And then
You got
we
something.
walked out. Yes. We walked outside and then we camped just outside the bone forest before we left, and then we left to see Aldrak.
Yeah, I think I got confused because I was doing background stuff with your new item, and
Correct.
so. Then disregard what I just said, except for the fact that you now have an idea of where you need to go.
Shall we mount up and head that way? See what this Arkan character's all about?
Definitely want to learn more about this character.
He might be an imposing figure if he's walking around with God's blood around his neck.
We have this orb.
We have
Haven, can I play with the orb?
No.
Is it light? Is it juggleable?
No.
Is that a word? Oh.
I don't think so. It's like 10 inches at least.
It's a big boy.
Do you
And
want
then
to
I
play
think
catch?
If you try and use it, I think it grows to like 20 inches. Yeah, it does.
Don't, Caitlin, don't do it. Don't.
I am reading the actual text.
Um, um,
When
Ca-
used, it grows about 20 inches in diameter, and mist swirls inside it.
okay. Um, it's, um, do you want to, okay, you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. Moving on.
I mean, it's probably resilient, to be honest. You know what? Why not? Haven just takes it out and drops it on the ground.
Oh,
Alright. It's dropped.
I mean, it was in the pommel of this Titan's sword, so clearly it's got to be able to take some damage.
can I go grab it?
You pick it up, and there's hardly even a scratch.
Does it make any sounds?
No.
I give it back.
I'll just hang on to this.
Okay.
Shall we head out then?
Haven starts crawling up into the seat. What is it? The harpoon launcher seat that he occupies on the grinder.
Yeah?
Mel once again uh gets up on that devil's ride and she looks hot doing it.
That's amazing. Can I run into the side of the vehicle to see if the armor works?
There's a clang, and you feel the reverberations of running into a infernal war machine.
That's so awesome. Okay, I climb into the trunk.
Theron will stumble his way into the driver's seat. Fire it up.
Alright. So.
I yell out loud as the vehicles are moving and go, do you think Smiler the Defiler, when he has to poop, he still like puts his ass out from the front of the vehicle and poops, like, you know how he was going to the he was being?
Surely he's smarter than that, Magda.
He also was not
Okay.
on his devil
He
rider.
wasn't on the hood of his car?
No, he was standing on a rock that was parked next to his devil's ride.
Oh, for some reason I thought he was standing on top of his hood, like, and just
No.
all over. Okay.
Goodness gracious. He's got some class, thank you very much.
Didn't you say he was out of his bloody mind?
Oh, yeah. He's still out of his mind, but... So. You have to get from here... Oh,
Wait,
wrong thing.
where?
From here... all the way over... to... here.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my.
It takes like 3,000 years.
Well, we got to the sword in a day, and that was from the place just by the lady's winged helm. So it can't be too far.
Okay. So the rules are, if we see other vehicles, we're gonna, hopefully if it's a small group, we're gonna go after them to take the soul coins. And if it happens to be Curly, Moo, and Dimpy, I don't know, that Smiley mentioned, we get to go ahead and kill them and take their heads and stick them into the bag I have, right?
Be an
That
added
sounds right.
bonus.
Okay.
If we can maybe grind up some of these folks' machines I might be able to use some of the spare parts to make some modifications to our machines too.
Absolutely.
We'll see.
Scavenge.
That
And
sounds
maybe they have more demon egger, additional smithing tools, um, fun stuff.
You'd also hear, as Magda says, scavenge, Lulu in her celestial telepathy. Ah, like Chuka and Clock.
Yes.
Do you miss them, Lulu?
She'll turn and uh, turn the telepathy to you, Haven, and sometimes. But I like hanging out with you guys, and you're my friends now, so I don't feel so lonely.
I'm sorry, was that telepathy the first one that Haven responded to? Was that to everyone or was that only to Magi? I forgot.
It's only to Magda.
Never mind.
Her telepathy is still one way, but we'll say that Magda mentioned.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Yes.
So a little flavoring of words can be done, but yes. Maybe one day, Lulu's telepathy will go from just one person.
Right.
All right. Well, looks like it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Mage armor.
I'll say that it's going to take about 4 days, should everything go about right. So, let's make this a question to the group. Are you traveling carefully at a slow pace? Normally, and who knows what sort of dangers might come from that. Were you trying to get there quickly?
Most fuel efficient.
Well, you've got some soul coins.
I got one.
Remember, soul coins get you 24 hours, so...
I thought they got 72 hours.
Do they get you 72? Let me double check.
I think it depends on the number of charges in the soul coin. Each
Oh, yeah.
charge is 24, and I think
That's
the
what
first
it
group
is.
that we had 3 charges.
That is what it is. Each charge is 24 hours. So.
I don't remember the last time I did accounting with my fuel in the Devil's Ride.
We'll
I think it was
just...
before Mahadi.
What
I
do
think you're
you
right.
currently have on your track?
Oh, I can't see it.
You might need to refresh because I did turn on the.
Let's try that. There we go. I have 39 hours of fuel.
We'll say, just to accommodate for some missed time, you are down to 13 hours.
Okay. What? That would be okay.
I think a normal pace would make sense for us.
Sorry, what were the options again? Normal and fast?
You've got slow.
Or slow.
Yes, slow will be the most cautious, so less chances of encounters. Normal will get you there in about 4 days, maybe a little sooner. Hell is hard to really track distances. Or you can try and go fast, but that'll leave you a little reckless, and you might draw attention from people.
Yeah, normal. We don't go slow. Screw that.
I agree.
And go ahead.
I have one soul coin in my possession. Um, if this is going to take us several days to get there, I'm thinking I should put it into the Devil's Ride.
I've
Does
got
anyone
one
have
left
any
as well.
objections to that?
We're gonna need
So
it anyway.
I can add 72 to the 13 or
Yes.
85.
Yeah, you can add 72 because you've not used any charges of the soul coin.
I'll do the same.
To whoever wants it.
Yeah. And just a reminder to all of our soul coin holders that there are other things you can do with soul coin charges.
I think finding more soul coins on our way is a good priority to keep.
You know, one of the vendors back at the Wandering Emporium told me we could get 9 soul coins from them, but we have to kill Mahadi.
I'm not sure killing the lapdog to Asmodeus would be so easy.
Seems like might be the short end of the stick on that bargain then.
I think so. All right. We're riding.
All right. So, Saren and Melior, since you two are at the helm of the two vehicles, I'm going to ask for survival checks from the two of you.
Do I get to add my proficiency since I'm proficient in land vehicles?
Yes.
I got a natural 20
I got an 11.
for 26.
So, let me look at something here real quick. As you're traveling along, Mel, you're doing fantastic. You're kind of getting a little ahead, scouting out, seeing if there's any dangers that are approaching, and so far this day, you're not seeing anything. Saren, I would like for you roll me a constitution check for your demon grinder.
Looks like it has a +4.
Yep.
That's a 16.
You avoid a mishap. So, day one of travel goes by alright. You're able to find an area to rest that's not terrible. I mean, it can't be really great, you are in the hells, but let me just roll something here real quick. as you take your rest, I'm assuming that you're doing watches, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's our order?
I'll take the second one.
I either want the second or the third for reasons.
First for me.
Take the first.
Oh wait, sorry. I don't want the third. Sorry.
I'll take the third, I guess, then.
Alright, so Saren first, and then Magda, Haven second.
Sure.
Okay.
And then Mel. So, Saren, you get to start us off on watch. Go ahead, roll for me a perception roll, please.
That's a big 5.
I'll keep your 5 in mind. So, Saren, what are you doing during your watch?
Patrolling, climbing on top of the demon grinder to kind of look off in the distance to see if anything's coming. Just keeping an eye and make sure no one's getting disturbed. Like the last watch went, where there was some disruptions. Just making sure everybody's okay.
Alright. As you're doing this, there is, unfortunate to your eyes, as you turn to face back towards your resting companions, a fourth figure amongst those that are laying down. As you notice a strange creature sort of picking through pockets in search of something.
Somebody is dead.
What kind of creature is it?
Oh, that is a great question. Can you roll for me a history check?
15.
You recognize this creature as not a devil, but a demon who has been perhaps sent away from the front lines of the Blood War as you're looking at a closet.
Saren's gonna shout to try and stir everybody, and he's gonna cast a holy word on it.
As soon as you shout and it is aware that it's been noticed, I'm going to ask for initiatives to be rolled. Our resting figures, Haven, Melioras, Magda, you unfortunately do have a surprised condition.
Which is disadvantage?
Yep.
So straight roll then for me.
Oh, paladin roll.
Does that mean we also don't have our armor? Were you alluding to that last session, Faye?
You do not typically wear armor when you're resting. No. I'd say light armor, like leather, could be done so, but if you are resting in anything heavier than that, I would start to bring in like exhaustion rules because you're not getting like a well rest.
Perfect. I will unequip my plate.
studded leather count as wearable while sleeping?
I'd say studded leather can count as wearable while sleeping.
Okay.
Haven was sleeping, hugging the orb of dragonkind.
Like Gandalf.
He's communing with it.
Good to know.
Maybe even trying to attune to it.
Good to know. God, I love closets. So, that'll be
Rollies.
yeah, we do need a rollies between Haven and Saren.
Is it just a straight 20?
Just a straight 20.
20 to a 1.
Alright, so that'll be our closet and Saren, then Haven, then Mel and Magda. So the first thing that the closet is going to do is hiss in retort to Saren's scream, and then disappears. And Saren, it's your turn.
Can I go swing my sword at where it was?
Sure. You roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do a true strike. $16.
Curiosity. Where was Quasit? Which person was Quasit near?
At this point, I'd say that the closet was near to Melioras.
So when we just open our eyes and Sarah is waving sword above Mel's body.
No, I'd say that you would have noticed the creature, you would have heard the hiss, and then it's not there anymore.
Gotcha. Okay.
And, as Saren, you swing at your blade, it doesn't hit anything.
Saren will shout it. It went invisible! I guess that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so, at the end of Saren's turn, we do come to Haven's turn, and Haven, remind me, it was 8d10?
It was indeed.
As you arouse from a bit of rest, you will take 46 points of psychic damage upon rousing.
Haven doesn't so much rouse as he like screams and tries to leap up, like just grabbing his head in agony, not quite sure what's happening. After hearing Saren yelling, he just like kind of staggers around and just like draws his dagger out and looks around, and that's just going to be the end of his turn.
Sounds good. Melioras.
Yep. Melior swears an undercommon. He bolts upright and was like, "Where did it go? What direction? Or where was it at?" I would like to cast Fairy Fire in a 20-foot square area somewhere in the vicinity of where Saren indicates the thing was.
Alright, so that would be close to where you and Saren are at, because that would be the last place that he had seen the creature. Um,
So it's a Dex 14.
Shit. It just gets enough to pass.
Okay, with my bonus action, can I get my scimitars just out and have them?
Yeah?
Do we
Alright,
have to save against the fairy fire too? Sorry.
I do believe
I
that.
don't know how people were positioned.
Yeah.
Was it an open area?
I'd
Was I on the end?
I'd say you'd be at the edge. I'd say that Haven would be within that area, though, based on where I'm kind of imagining the camp was set up.
Well, once I realized it didn't hit anything, I would immediately drop concentration on it because there's no point.
Yeah, that's easy enough then.
And then I'm upright. I'm standing on my feet.
So. Then it is Magda, your turn.
I didn't call Zeta. And then I take out my mace and I'm ready to see what's going on.
Alright. As we come to the top of the round. No one's attacked. Saren, it's your turn.
May I use the search action to see if there's any signs or footprints or does this thing have wings?
Sure. Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
15.
You would notice, sort of light scratches on the ground, but this is a small, tiny creature, not very heavy, so it doesn't create the best of tracks to follow.
Saren will run after it. There's tracks going this way, and I'll follow it 30 feet of where the tracks are. And I want to like be running right in line with the tracks in case I come upon it, in which I would kick it.
Okay. And 30 feet. Okay, cool. Then that'll be the end of your turn, Saren. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't come upon anything.
Nope.
All right, that's it.
Haven, it's your turn.
Haven will kind of like shake off the stupor a little bit and draw his attention toward where Saren's going. And I guess I would use whatever I need to also search for it, whether that's like perception or investigation.
I'd say investigation.
15.
And how much movement speed do you have?
I have 40.
So following along the same sort of very light trail that Saren had found, you move to the end of it. And it stops.
The trail just drops dead.
Yep, there's no more footprints on the ground.
Did it have wings?
It was a closet.
I don't know what that is.
I'd say, Saren, you know Quasit possess shape-shifting capabilities.
Yeah, we saw one at one point in the sewers, I think. It may have shapeshifted.
Well, the
Oh my
trail
God.
stops here, so it's either here, and Haven points to where the trail stops, or somehow it's shifted away, so it's not leaving tracks. That's the end of my turn.
Melioris, it's your turn. You have an idea of where this thing could be, if it's still there.
Alright, well, I move my 40 feet to catch up to where Haven is. And I try fairy fire again. Like, so that the edge of the square starts, like, 5 feet ahead of where I am. And then goes 20 feet beyond that.
As you do that, nothing lights up.
I can technically take the search action with my bonus action. Is there a check I can do to see if I can glean any additional information aside from the fact that the trail just stopped?
Give me a survival check.
24.
The way that the trail has stopped, you can see that there is a little bit of pressure towards the front of the claws, as if someone had launched themselves up.
It's flying away. That's it.
Magda, it's your turn, and now you have, it seems, an invisible and flying creature.
3 feet away from me.
You've got Saren 30, and Haven and Melior's 40, and who knows how far this creature is.
All our packs and belongings are here.
Yes.
I stay here and take the dodge action.
Okay. And I'll say at this point, we're gonna come out of our combat and our initiative. You guys can.
I'm still casting a spell.
You can, if you want.
I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt at like a 30-degree angle up.
Okay.
And I'll use a sorcery point to double the range of it. So it's a 200-foot lightning bolt.
That's awesome.
Okay. The dexterity save, yeah?
It is, yes,
And your DC?
15.
Okay. Your lightning bolt goes out, and roll damage for that, because I believe it's still half damage on a successful save.
27 on a fail.
Alright, you see in the distance now from you about 120 or so feet. The creature, in the form of a bat, flying off. It has lost its invisibility, but it still seems capable of its flight as it continues fluttering off into the distance.
How fast is it moving?
It moves about 40 feet around.
How far away did you say it is?
At this point, 120.
I want to cast another spell.
Okay.
One second. I want to cast Earthbind that has a 300-foot range. So
Oh
it's a
man.
strength saving throw.
DC 15?
Yep.
Just beats it with a 16.
Wow, that's messed up.
That's mechanics for you.
It was rifling through, I think, your stuff, Mel.
Well, I can dash 80 feet around. So I'll catch it eventually.
Do you really want to go that far from your companions, though?
I'm really mad though.
It's also occurred to
Did
me
it
I shot a 200-foot lightning bolt into the air, which may have attracted some attention.
does it did it look like it got anything when it ran away from my stuff?
Saren, I'm gonna have you roll me a history check since you had the best look at this.
Sorry, that's a 4.
You don't think that it had anything of Mel's. You think he just caught it in the process of rooting around.
I don't think it took anything.
Okay. Well, if it did, um, whoever its master is can look at me now if it wants to, whenever it wants, because it took something of mine.
Well, maybe you could notice if it did actually take something.
Yeah, you could just go check to see if your items are all there.
I am planning on doing that for sure, but if I go back and look and it has taken something, then it's just gone now, and we don't know where it'll go. But I don't want to run off in the middle of the night and be hundreds of feet away from my party members. That seems like an impetuous decision. So I will furiously stomp my way back to my belongings and check to see if there's anything missing.
As you look to see if anything's missing. Nope, you're good. All is there.
Doesn't seem to have gotten anything.
Well, that's good.
Such an invasion of privacy, though.
Yeah, I kind of know how that feels with Mahadi being able to look on me whenever he wants.
Wait, what?
He's just going to keep track of progress.
Like, always?
No, not like a constant thing.
Okay. I hope he wasn't listening when I mentioned about the person that once. Anyway,
I'm sure it's fine.
he probably knows.
Well, I've got these this skull thing, and that would probably indicate to him that it would be a good time to look. I'm not just so he can assess the situation of what's going on. So I'm not sure who's gonna pop in whenever he wants all that often.
Faye, what is that expression on your face?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to.
Okay.
My skin is just crawling now. That thing was like right next to me when I was sleeping.
If it makes you feel any better, it probably
Sleeping,
wasn't the first time
tramping.
that's happened down here.
You know what, Haven? That does make me feel better, strangely. Yeah, so much better.
So, since you're all awake, and that was the end of Saren's watch, Haven and Magda, you can take your watch now. Haven, can I get a perception roll, please?
Natural 2. That's 5.
Okay.
I'm still a little stunned.
Yeah, that was quite a way to wake up. Not just the closet, but the immense pain. And I will keep your roles in mind as we come to our watch. So, anything, Magda? Any thoughts, actions, conversations?
Closet. Closet. What does it look like? Have we seen it before? Did you say something about the sewers? Was it at the baths?
No, you saw it when you were fighting or trying to find older Raven Guard.
Oh, so in the mansion, yeah.
In the catacombs.
Yeah, okay. But I just keep on randomly asking Haven questions.
About what?
Are you okay?
I think so.
You look
This,
pale.
yeah. I was just trying to understand this orb a little bit better, and I think it's immensely powerful.
Oh. Well, yeah, because we're gonna trade it for the blood of the Tiamat, which is a god, right? It's gotta be powerful.
I guess it would make sense. It was in that Titan's pommel of his sword. I mean, those are ridiculously powerful creatures of legend, right?
Yep.
I mean, my people used to talk about them, you know, the servants of the gods, pretty much.
Yeah. Fought a god with it. So that's gotta be super powerful.
Yeah, just, I'll be careful.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have tried to plead with it all. Sometimes things come out of my mouth, or I do things that I don't. I need to be more careful.
Yeah, it's just, it seems like down here, you know, we could really use all the power we can get, right? I mean, these demons, these devils, titans, gods, lapdogs of gods.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
that's why
just,
we're on this list, right? Because we need to go get the thingy to get the other thingy, and then to bring the thingy back, so the person can go ahead and says, "Oh, go to this person to get some stuff, so you can fulfill your quest."
I just wonder if I could somehow use this orb and its power against Tiamat. Take revenge for defeating Uldrak and Surtur. Well, not really Surtur, just Uldrak.
Oh, are you serious? You want to fight a god?
They must have weaknesses.
You want to fight a god?
Maybe in time, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe like hundreds of years.
I've got time.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're an elf and you can live in hundreds and hundreds of years. But not if you're gonna try to mess with a god.
Train hard enough, learn enough, get enough power. See what happens.
Whoa, that is so cool. You're so gonna die. No, just kidding. Okay.
Are you afraid of death, Magda?
Well, yeah, because we almost died. And then Mel almost died. Remember?
I do. She's still here.
Oh, and then Saren had to make a deal, which got him into all this trouble.
He's
Do you
still
think
here.
if we died, we're gonna end up down here?
I mean, we're already here.
Right. So are we dead? Are we using a cheat code to be down here?
What's a cheat code?
I don't know. Something, it's like a paperwork that uses, oh, you can cheat. It's like a pass to go somewhere that you're not really supposed to go.
I think a lot of people use cheat codes.
Well, yeah. I worked for the guild. We used a lot of cheat codes. There were like people who made cheat codes. Some of them were really good.
I think magic is a cheat code.
You think so?
It's a way to bend the world to get what you want.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I never thought about it.
Well, as you have time to ponder, we have our first ad break coming up here. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us at World of Witch RP. Another great way of supporting us is direct donations to my Ko-fi, link that's on screen and in our chat room. Donations help keep our games affordable. So, please, hang out with us. We'll see you all very soon. All right, we're back, and as we are returning, Hayden and Magda were able to take the second watch, and nothing out of sorts happened. Though Haven, you might have some whisperings in your mind encouraging you to seek your desire of confronting Tiamat. And then, Meliodas, will come to your turn. You know what? You'll have a friend join you last minute on your watch as Lulu wakes up.
Oh, you a perception roll.
You do owe me a perception roll. I will keep your perception roll in mind as you and Lulu look out over the hellish horizon. Do you do anything during your watch?
I'm paying extra attention to where people are sleeping or trancing because I don't want that closet to come back.
Makes sense. Lulu's also looking over your companions. You can see in the way that her wings sort of flutter that she's concerned about the aftermath of the fight. But nothing disturbs your watch, meaning you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Ooh.
Guess we can pack up and set off again.
Yeah, okay.
If we happen to run across any broken down war machines, I'm wondering if we could collect some of the materials. I might be able to make some modifications to our vehicles.
Never to have extra stuff, right?
What?
Yeah.
It never hurts to have extra stuff, right?
Yeah, stuff for repairs, stuff for modifications. I got some ideas. We'll see.
Okay.
And the demon grinder can carry quite a bit along with us, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I noticed that like up front it looks like it can actually chew things up and maybe grind them up and spit them out. We can use it to
Yeah, because
maybe
that's where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Just be careful not to get ground up yourself, Magda.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Alright. One day of travel down. Free to go. Let's get another survival roll from Saren and Meliodas.
Oh. Oh, no. It's a 4.
Alright, Saren. It is a 4 off of a natural line. I'm gonna ask Saren to roll for me just a straight d20 here. You want anything that's not a 1.
How about a 5?
Okay, you avoid a malfunction. with Meliores sort of leading the trail, you are able to pass by a few areas that seem to have had some fighting between war machines. An obvious loser looted already for any sort of valuables, but there is some scrap metal that Haven you can procure.
Probably just like lash it under the grinder or put it in its storage. I'm assuming it has at least some storage.
There's
One,
some
one
storage
time
area.
worth.
So, day 2 goes by fairly well, thanks to Melior's high survival roll. And then day 3, survival rolls from our helm directors.
Natural 20.
There we go. All right. So no one has to worry about rolling for mishaps. And you guys do very good. You're making great time. You see the tower close to you. You think that you'll be able to get there before the end of tomorrow, maybe even by late morning. So,
That's
three
great.
3 days down.
Have we had to cross that bridge over that green river thing
You will be crossing that bridge. No, I'd say
when
that
you
you
come
would
to
have.
it?
No, I say you would have crossed over that bridge. Yes.
Okay.
And in passing over it, its smell of acid and comes very strongly. It's a very acrid scent. Burns the nostrils. I say you would have passed over it just before finding a place to rest for this evening. Then we come to our last day of travel. And why don't we get our last rolls of survival checks?
Oh, it's finished.
22.
Alright. You make it to the tower. Passing over the barge, the river Styx, and
He wears the hand of evil. But yet his goal remains just beyond his fingertips.
as you approach, there is a dark tower that looms over the horizon. A black spire rising hundreds of feet, ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. You see that the tower's apex splits into 5 narrower spires that jab at the sky like clawed fingers. As you get closer, you would see that there are figures that shuffle around atop the ramparts. Undead. Various states of decay.
How many?
Oh, a lot. I'd say from what you can guess, just from this one side you can see about 10 or so, and that's just from the outside. There could be more inside.
What kind of undead are we talking about?
You primarily see zombies, but there could be others.
Well, I think this is the place.
It's a big map.
Yeah, well, it's a big tower. So, what would you like to do?
We're here to negotiate, right?
Well, the idea that Uldrak gave us was to trade that orb for the blood.
So we're not gonna sneak in. No
I'm
way
not
we
good
can
at
sneak in.
sneaking.
Yeah. So we just go up to them and say, hey, can we speak to Archon the Cruel? We have a proposition.
We can certainly try. There's nothing guarding the ground level, Faye?
You don't see anything on the ground level, but on the second level above, you do notice there are some zombies next to a set of ballista.
Are they training them on us?
No.
Oh, I see. That's what's revealed on the map. That's level 2.
Yeah, if you notice, I've unblocked the level numbers on areas.
Holy shit. Alright. Saren's gonna
Mel,
open the door. Oh,
Mel
Mage
looks
armor.
visibly uncomfortable.
yes. As Saren approaches the door, he'll cast Mage Armor.
Wait, okay. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and call. Oh, Zeta lasts until he does. Okay, I have Zeta with me.
Alright, pop her down.
Yep.
Is there a front door that's closed? That's why we can't see into the base floor.
Yeah, the front door is right there where Saren's approaching.
Saren will walk up and knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, it will creak open. So. Inside, flying away from the door, is a spined devil heading all the way back to where you can see a dragonborn is speaking to this toad-like demon, and on his side he is flanked by 2 hellhounds.
So the door just open?
No, the
Oh, okay.
spined devil opened it up and then was flying away. Would you like to do anything now that you seem to have been welcomed in a sense?
Saren will walk in.
I'm right behind him.
Mel's just gonna try her best to look extra hot.
I mean, we could set
I
you
don't
on
know
fire.
how that's possible,
Oh,
but she's gonna try.
okay.
Saren, there's a large toad creature that's talking to the Dragonborn?
Yep.
In what language? Well, is it a language I understand?
Do you understand Infernal?
No.
Then no.
I do. What's it saying?
They're talking about plans that they have, but as soon as they've noticed guests, they sort of stop.
Saren will say, "Greetings. We're seeking Arkan.
The Dragonborn will turn and take a few steps forward. Well, you've found him. Might I ask why you seek him?
We understand that you might have something that we may find valuable, and we may have something that you might find valuable, so we're seeking trade.
Can I get insight rolls from everybody? Haven and Melioras, you would notice that as Saren speaks the word valuable, there's a gleam in Archon's eyes. Well, let's see what valuable item you bring and measure its worth.
Saren will turn around to Haven. Am I close enough to like get a really good like eye on Arkan?
If you're wanting to notice if he has a separate hand different than the rest of him, yes, you would notice that quite easily. I should perhaps share the full art and not just the token.
Heck yeah. So we cut off one arm and take the hand. We cut off the other arm and take the axe.
And he wears the vial on his neck, right?
The reliquary is a amulet around his neck, correct?
It's attuned to the orb. We can do this, right?
Wait, what?
I
you
said,
say?
I said Haven has attuned to the orb. We can do this, right?
The heck does that mean?
I don't know what the orb does. Doesn't it make him invincible?
Not close.
Okay.
Saren will turn to Haven since he has the orb.
He'll reach into his pack and produce the orb. Hold it out in his hand. Careful to make sure that it doesn't get taken. Maybe I'll hold it in two hands.
Haven and Mel see that spark in the eyes of Archon again. And let me just double check something here. I want to say that I know the answer, but
That Haven has the highest perception.
nope. No. With your passive perception, you hear the whisper that Archon gives in Infernal. It is a command to the Hellhounds to position themselves ready for an attack.
Can Mel say something to him in Infernal?
If Mel would like to.
Mel would like to say, now, this can be a pleasant gained.
And as Archon's eyes turn to you, Melioris, in Infernal, seeing that you're already on to our plan, and you would notice the shift in his voice, different. And there's the infernal shout again. Melioris, you understand it. All out. And I'm going to ask for initiatives as you see the dogs bolt towards you.
You know, I was kind of joking when I said we're gonna fight, right?
Both of them will be able to make it over there. Well, don't worry too much about it. It's fine.
Oh, I'm worrying about a lot of things right now.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Hey, how tall are the ceilings in here?
Pretty tall.
I was like, why are we drawing a 20-foot circle?
It's my aura.
It's your aura.
Alrighty. Alright. Oh, that is a great initiative, Mel.
In some aspects, but that also means I'm gonna have to go first, probably.
And you could swap with your alert feature. If you
Is there
really want.
someone that would prefer to go first?
Probably
Does
not.
someone have a brilliant idea that they're just waiting to enact?
I can cast blast.
I can go first. That would put you pretty low, though.
Let me know now before I press the start combat.
I'm gonna keep my initiative.
Alright. Then that means Melioris, you get to go first, and you have the dogs, Argaz and Ilraz, in front of you.
Oh, we're starting with them right up.
Yeah,
Right up.
they ran. That's
right
how.
after, eh?
Yep, that's how it caused the initiative.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kill this guy's dog.
You can certainly try.
So, bonus action Hunter's Mark on, what's that guy's name? Ilrez. And then, Britain's Vengeance comes out. That's a natural one.
Unfortunately,
Can
a
I use
miss.
my... Is it too late to use my heroic inspiration?
No, I'll let you use it.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 7 points of slashing and 4 points of force. And then attack number 2 is a 26 to hit,
That'll hit.
doing 11 points of slashing. And 6 points of force. And then my nick attack with my silver scimitar is only a 14 to hit.
14 just misses.
Okay. I'm done. Yep, nope, that's it.
Alright, Magda, it is your turn.
Hey, Faye,
Yeah?
ceiling.
Pretty high. Oh, also, since we're in combat, I don't know if you all saw this before, but you do have a +1 AC from chat that was redeemed earlier.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you
Connor.
very much, chat.
Thank you.
Where that new line is,
Uh-huh.
I cast Wall of Fire. 20 feet high, Faye. 60 feet wide, 20 feet high.
Let me just check something here.
Don't do it.
Okay. There's a wall of fire there.
Yup. And then I'm going to go ahead and have my baby run over right here. Oh, look at that! That looks so cool. It's going to go ahead and attack Faye. Please.
Sure.
And it is going to be
Are you
let's
attacking
see.
Argaz or Ilris?
Argas.
Okay.
Okay. +5. Is that right? Yep, +5. Okay, that is 17 plus 5 is 22 to hit.
That'll
I'm
hit.
assuming that hits?
Yeah.
Okay. 1d8 plus spell level, which is 2. It's 3 points of necrotic damage.
Can Argaz take necrotic? He can.
That is fantastic. That is the end of my turn.
Zeta only gets one
Actually,
attack.
no. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to here. Trying to get all my buddies. My baby only gets one melee attack. Just one.
Okay. Alrighty. Our creature in the back, our toad-like fiend. Is going to jump and
Wait, that wall is only 1 foot thick. I didn't know how to put it in.
it doesn't matter. This thing's immune to fire anyway.
Thanks, Faye. Nice of you.
You're fighting devils. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, okay.
And so that it's here now, it is going to try and bite you. No, you know what? It's going to go for a tongue lash first. So the tongue whips out and tries to strike you across the face. With a 21 to hit?
Miss.
Alright.
AC's 23 now.
Hell yeah.
With the AC redemption.
Alright, hell yeah. Then with that, Argaz comes up and growling turns back on Zeta and will take 2 bite attacks at Zeta.
Ada's AC is 12.
The first one's a 24
Okay.
for 11 piercing and 2 fire,
So that's 13. Okay.
and then a 13 to hit
Miss. Oh, yeah, no, that hits.
for 7 piercing and 4 fire.
Okay.
Haven, we come to your turn.
Excellent. Um, I had said that Haven was holding the orb in both hands,
Uh-huh.
and I assume he still would have been doing that. So I want to put this thing away so I can draw weapons out. What type of actions does that require?
I'd just say that with the new way that they've managed the stow and draws, that you can just put it away and grab one of yours.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
It'd be different if you had like a bag of holding or something like that, but
Fair enough. Then Haven will restow the orb for now, because it seems like we're not doing peaceful negotiations after all. Is Zeta's still up after it got hit by Argas?
Data seems to be up still.
Okay. Haven's got to use a bonus action to rage and erupt to fiery rage in Haven. So let me get that on my character sheet. And seeing that these are like devilish creatures, he's gonna imbue his great sword with acid damage. See how that works out against these things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe burn some new brands into the hides of these hellhounds. And then since Argas is the closest with line of sight, he's just gonna hurl the bubbling greatsword directly at Argas.
Go for it.
You know what? Let's do it recklessly. Why not? YOLO.
Higher chance for a nat 20.
Correct. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
That is 13 acid plus 2 acid plus 2 more acid. So that first hit 17 acid.
Alright. It's
And
still
then
standing.
Sword reappears in my hand, but I'm pretty sure that an 11 does not hit.
11 unfortunately is a miss.
Haven throws it wide. It still reappears in his hands as it sails past Argas.
Alright.
And then, you know, I'm gonna put Haven into like this corner, and he's like the large size too, so he's taken up 2x2 there.
Okay.
I think that'll be it. Actually, you know what? Argas takes 4 damage from Graze when I miss. 4 acid, I think.
Okay.
Let me just double check Graze and see what it says. Damage is the same type dealt by the greatsword, and since the greatsword is acidic, yeah, so you 4 acid.
Alright, cool thing. Archon is just going to stay behind the fire, watching everything. Hand flexing at his side. Saren, it's your turn.
I'd like to ask which hand he's flexing. Is it the weird one or the strong one?
It's his right hand, it is not the left hand.
Okay, cool. I need to see how big a 40-foot square is.
Pretty big.
8x8. It's like the whole width of this place, practically.
You could just, like, make the little layer.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to target all 5 hostile targets with a spell that I've reflavored as Gravity Well, but it's just a slow. And I would like to use 2 sorcery points to give Arkan disadvantage on the roll.
Okay. And what save was this? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay. That's a 9 from Archon.
Fail.
An 8 from our spined devil. A 2 from our toad. And then 2 more failures from Argas and Ilres.
Everybody's stuck in a gravity well. aka slowed.
Wow.
Look at that.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. Kind of stand in the doorway, and I'm concentrating.
Alrighty. It is Ilrez's turn. I just need to read slow here real quick to familiarize myself.
Does
Okay.
it affect their DC?
What's that, Magda?
Does it affect their DC?
It affects
So
their
look-
AC.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah. Okay,
minus
good.
2 to AC and dex saves.
Alright, so Ilrez is going to attempt a single bite against Mel. Which is a 20 to hit.
A 20. Still hit.
Alright, so that'll be 7 piercing, 4 fire. And that's all Ilrez can do. And Apollon in the back is going to not take any damage from the firewall because he's immune. And flick his tail spine out, trying to hit Saren. 12 to hit Saren?
That's a miss.
And that is all that Apollon can do. Bringing us to Melioris. What would you like to do, Mel?
Well, I would like to continue my crusade from the first round,
Go for it.
and I would like to keep attacking Ilrez. I owe you a con save for my concentration. Okay, well my hunt mark is gone. So I guess bonus action, I'll reapply Hunter's Mark.
Alright.
And then attack Ilrez. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That's unfortunate. That's 6 points of slashing and 5 points of force.
Okay.
And I'll attack again. That's a 24 to hit.
Definitely.
Doing 10 points of slashing and 6 points of force.
Beautiful.
Is it still with us?
Yes.
Offhand with Nick, silvered scimitar misses. That's it.
So unfortunate. It's so close to being down. Magda, it's your turn.
Il is so close to being down.
Ilrez is so close to being down.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to attempt to hit it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and growl at it, and with a vicious look, I'm gonna try to slash it on the head. That I believe hits with 24.
24 will hit, yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. Please ignore that. Does 9... Okay, that's 9 damage.
And he's down.
Okay, that's fantastic. Do I have anything I want to do? My baby.
Do you have multiple attacks, Magda?
Thank you. I would like to go turn to the toad. And so say hello to my little friend.
Go for it.
Okay, don't say hello.
Well, because it's slowed, your
That
11
hits?
will hit this toad demon, or devil.
That is fantastic. That is going to be 8 points of damage. That is bludgeoning, and then I'm gonna do second level divine smite,
Alright, it is a fiend, so you get an extra one.
which is 1d8. That is 1d8. Okay. So that's that's wrong.
It's
So
just an
13
eight.
plus 8. 13 plus 8 is 21 points of radiant damage.
Whew.
Can it please make me a strength saving throw of DC? Was it 13? Where is it? Where is it? I believe it's DC 14, please.
It fails with a 6.
Okay, so it's knocked prone,
Okay.
and then wait, wasn't there something else that I could do? Am I making that shit stuff up? It has disadvantage on the next attack, please. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Now it is Zeta's turn.
My baby! Come on. Come on, come on. Let's... Okay, 9 plus 5 does 14 hit.
With the slow, yes, a 14 will hit Argaz.
Yes. Okay, that's 2 plus 5. That's 7 points of force damage.
You mean necrotic?
Necrotic damage. Is it immune?
No, it took it last time.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That is the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm not panicking, Faye.
Don't
Everything's
panic.
fine.
It's fine. Because of slow, Nabothon can only stand up, since he can only do movement. And Argaz is going to try and attack Zeta again. One attack. That is a 22 to hit Zeta.
Yeah.
For 8 piercing and 1 fire.
Yeah, I had one. He had a 1 point of health HP left.
Well, Zeta's gone.
My baby's gone.
Alright. Haven, it's your turn. Ragey Haven.
Yep, I had to get my big token in there.
Alright.
Let's try and finish off this hellhound first then.
Yeah.
And we'll stay reckless, why not?
Why not?
You know, it's a chaotic scene right now. So Haven's gonna hurl the acidic greatsword at Argaz for a 19 hit.
Yes.
It's gonna do some damage. 16 acid plus 2 acid plus 4 acid. 22 acid.
Whew, okay, Argaz not looking too hot.
Alright. The greatsword returns to Haven's hand and he'll grit his teeth and just hurl it again then.
Go for it. If you hit it, it's down.
Alright, that's 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. I won't even roll the damage then.
Alright.
And then I will use the Q feature of Great Weapon Master to get an extra attack because I took down that monster. So
Okay.
Haven's gonna move forward and then hurl the great sword at this toad-looking creature.
Go for it.
There's a 26 hit.
Yes, a 26 will hit.
Perfect. Then they will take 15 plus 6, so 21, 23 acid damage.
Dead.
I can drop concentration anytime, yeah?
Yeah, you can drop concentration at any time.
Seems the ranks are thinning. Looks like we have the upper hand. Maybe we should just cut off his hands. What do you say, guys?
At least one of them.
Anything else from Haven?
That's all.
There's no way this is gonna be that easy.
And then it's going to be Archon's turn, and Archon. Let me check something here. Archon is going to lift off the ground and fly over here and then over here. And that's all that Archon can do because of slow. And Saren, it's your turn.
I would like to calmly walk backwards away from him.
No reaction, right?
No reaction.
No reactions.
I'm gonna stay here,
Okay.
and I'm going to activate my innate sorcery.
Okay.
And I would like to shoot a guiding bolt at him.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna shoot a level 4 guiding bolt at him.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's an advantage, and I also have the Elven Accuracy feat, so really I get to roll 3 d20s.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna do that because it's fun.
We love it.
Ooh. Best is an 18.
An 18 hits.
That's 31 radiant damage, and he's glowing.
So, anyone that has a passive perception of 15 or higher would notice something here. That as the guiding bolt strikes into Archon, it moves past the armor.
It was an illusion?
Like it just goes around him.
Like it passes through the armor.
Illusion! Oh, not that I would know that. I don't have a high of a passive.
Mel knows that.
Do you say anything?
Talking as a free action.
This guy's not even here.
It's an illusion?
He's about to be not here when I get done with him.
Well, it's a
Right.
glowing illusion.
Well, we'll just make this real as he drops the illusion and you see this floating figure, almost star-like, and he just gives a bow towards Mel. And next attack roll against him will be at advantage as we come to the end of Saren's turn, and it is Poland, who is going to attempt again a spine throw at Saren with a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Alright. Melioras, it is your turn.
So this guy's glowing.
Yep.
I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna say an infernal. You're gonna have to go through me first. And then I'm gonna attack it with advantage. But first, as I'm thinking, I'm gonna move my Hunter's Mark. No
Alright.
bonus action. What's the 27 to hit?
27 will hit.
Great, I'm gonna make this a dreadful strike. So that's gonna be 8 points of slashing, 8 points of psychic, and 4 points of force. Then I'm gonna attack it again. I'm pretty sure an 11 will miss.
An 11 will miss. And you would have realized
then I
that
will
he is resistant to psychic.
Good to know. I will make my offhand nick attack with my silvered scimitar, and that is a 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit.
That's 10 points of slashing and 4 points of force.
Okay. And then it is Magda. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this new person to my comrades.
Okay.
I would like to go ahead and try to attack Apollon.
Apollon, yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's see if this works. Try to hit him on the head. Does 14 hit?
14 will hit.
That is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop a level 1 Divine Smite.
He's a fiend, you get an extra one.
So that is total of 19 points of radiant.
Hell yeah.
Strength saving for 14, please.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay, he's prone. I get an advantage. I try to go ahead and smash his head again. That is total of 6 points. Does the extra 1d8 only comes with if I do a Divine Smite, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's only 6 points of bludgeoning damage. End of
Sounds
turn.
good. Haven, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Haven's gonna move kind of up into the side a bit so he can throw past Mel. I don't know if we really have been doing any sort of like cover mechanics, but whatever. Just in case. So I get a clear line of sight at this Praxteron, whatever their name is. And Haven's gonna take the greatsword and just hurl it at this person's form. Let's do it recklessly as usual,
Go for it.
in hopes that we don't get attacked. Even if we do get attacked. I'm assuming a 27 hits them.
A 27 would hit, yes.
Perfect. And that'll be 14 plus 5 plus 2. So 20. Oh, what is that? 14 plus 7. 21 acid damage.
21 acid damage. I don't normally do this.
How do you want to do this?
I don't normally do this. But, for reasons, we're gonna see just what that damage does after upcoming
Oh my
outbreak.
god, Faye!
So, hang back. We'll be right back to continue along with our combat and our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us at Willow HRP. They help keep our games affordable. Another great way of doing that is direct donations to my Ko-fi link that's on screen and in our chat room. And we will be back here very soon. Alright. We're coming back. And it's the middle of Haven's turn, which I don't normally do. But I felt like I needed to for this, because Haven just did 21 points of damage to Prek's turn. And something interesting happens here. Praxtieran's form becomes
Oh, for crying out loud.
almost spectral. And quicker than light. Moves over Melior's shoulder and slams into Saren.
Do I have a reaction?
You cannot target this with an opportunity attack. It does not have a physical form.
Can I do any other reaction?
You could run over to Saren as a reaction.
Sir?
And you could catch him as he falls.
What?
What?
Saren,
Yes.
you are unconscious immediately after feeling an impact strike against your chest.
Cool.
Saren! Mel runs to Saren.
I'll
I think
say,
my slow drops.
oh yeah, slow is gone. Everything's gone. Melior's, yeah, you can get over to Saren. I'll say your reaction would be running over and catching him.
Is initiative dropping?
No.
Oh, it's a reaction.
Mhm.
Like, that was only my first attack.
You still got a pollen.
So, oh, this thing just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Into Saren.
Wait. Oh.
You saw it crash into Saren.
Okay. So Haven is gonna use the momentum of that throw to continue his like spin around almost like in a clockwise direction, and he's gonna unleash the blade, which is returned to his hand, back at Apollon up by Magna. Then
Hell yeah.
let's just try and finish this off.
Go for it.
I imagine a 12 does not hit it, now that the slow is dropped.
The 8, what was the total? Sorry,
12.
12 just misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Why is this not doing the thing that it needs to be doing? Hold on, I gotta refresh this page.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I got nothing. I've got a... So Saren dropped unconscious. Haven's then gonna see this and kind of move over by Saren as well with his movement and just try and be like elf shield in case this Apollon tries to charge for Saren next. And that's it.
Alright. Saren is unconscious. And not much is happening on there. We'll get to that later. Apollon's turn is going to come up. And just try to stab Magda. Twice. That is going to be a 21 to hit Magda. And a 12. Both miss. Unfortunately, chat, the unconscious condition did not come from damage, so you can still heal Saren, but it will not help him in this case too much. You could also pass that over to another party member. Alright. And then that is it for Apollin's turn. Mel, it is your go.
Meliors doesn't care about Apollon. Meliors drops to her knees. I can't lose you two.
My God.
And she's looking for any way to revive Sharon.
I'd say at this moment we'll go for a medicine check. Whatever's going on here is very complicated and may take some more working around to find a solution. But with a 16, you can at least tell that he is alive right now.
8 injured.
Does not seem to be injured more than what you may have seen. It seems that this is something entirely different. Just unconscious.
Meliors is not even aware of what's happening around her anymore.
Magda.
She holds Theron's head in her lap.
I love it. Go ahead and have a heroic inspiration for this moment. Magda, it's your turn.
And
Mute.
try to
Oh,
kill.
there you are.
I'm gonna try to go ahead and kill this thing. Sorry if I was overwhelmed. That's 21 to hit, which I'm assuming it hits.
Yeah.
That is going to be 5 points of whatever damage, and I'm gonna do Divine Smite. That is going to be whatever that is. It's his
dead.
fiend, yeah. Okay, there you go.
So
And I run over.
you're no longer bound to initiative.
I try to get close. Maybe my
Haven
aura will help
steps
them.
back to let the two that can actually like heal and stuff do their thing.
Like a check I can do? What is going on?
What sort of check would you like to do? What
What is a divine check? Like, can I? Is it? No, don't give me divine check. What kind? God. I mean, it's a demon. What is it? A religion check?
I'd say a religion
I
check
wanna-
could work here.
13.
Are you doing anything else, Meliors, here?
Meliors wants to summon every ounce of energy she has to inject as much venom into her voice as possible and scream, "You leave him alone," and try and intimidate whatever this guy is into getting the fuck out of Saren.
Yeah, roll an intimidation check.
I am going to go ahead and use that heroic inspiration because this is not gonna go well for me.
Now remember, heroic inspiration is a re-roll, not
Right?
advantage.
It's a reroll.
Can I
Okay,
give her
natural 9.
advantage? Can I cheat?
Sure, why not? Let's cheat.
Do
Okay,
I
roll
have
again.
advantage on this?
You have
again.
I
advantage.
haven't rolled yet. Oh yay! 16.
Okay. Do you want to roll with the 16, or do you want to use your heroic inspiration to reroll one of those
If
dice?
I use heroic inspiration, it's gonna replace it, right?
It replaces one of your
It's not.
dice, so you could reroll the 6
And I.
or the
Oh, well,
16.
I'll re-roll the 6 then. God damn it! It was so close to being a natural 20.
I'll keep your 16 in mind, but for now there is quiet.
If I set it in infernal, does that make a difference?
Wait. Faye had something about the soul coin earlier. I can use it for something else, right?
Why don't you
And
look at it?
I'm looking at it right now. That's not gonna work. One of the drain life is not gonna work. Queer is not gonna work. Freeing a soul is not gonna work. Hellish currency. What the fuck does that mean?
Means you can
No,
use it as money.
that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Well, you did get a religion check, so... With a 13, you're fairly certain that that last demon you were fighting, the one that took on Archon's image, was some sort of incubus. A demon that preys on the subconscious mind.
Just kidding.
What did you say? It cut out.
I said you kiss him. Because you said the word incubus. Kidding. Okay, I go ahead and say that. Share that information with my group. Do I know anything about incubuses? Incubi?
Not with a 13.
Okay.
Can I try something else?
Yeah.
Melior kind of hears Magda's, but is not super paying attention. But she wants to try. She tried reaching the devil or the demon or whatever the fuck is inhabiting Saren right now, and didn't successfully reach it. So she would like to try and reach Saren specifically, and try and get him to the forefront of his mind. So she's currently cradling his head in her lap right now, and she would like to kiss him.
Alright. You kiss him. And he's still asleep.
I'm back.
Can I? Can I do something?
What is Magda thinking about doing?
I stand up and I stand tall. I grasp the shield and I have it facing me. And I go, listen to me. Tell me how to get rid of it. Now!
Give me an intimidation check.
Can I give myself an advantage? Can I take that advantage that Josh wants to give away?
I'm gonna say that redemptions don't quite convert over.
Okay, hold on. Is it too late for advantage? Is it on a cooldown? Okay, here we go. Intimidation. Natural 20! Faye, I rolled a natural 20! A paladin rolled a natural 20. I'm sorry, I just screamed in my apartment upstairs. They're gonna be upset. Hi.
There's a
Total of
low
22.
growl. I don't delve into minds, but I believe you visited a witch who did.
Turn. So we need to bring him to Red Ruth. She can help him.
Mm,
Only one witch we visited, right?
no.
Mahadi? Who's
Closer.
a witch? Who?
You got the right first letter.
Red Ruth?
No. M.
Who's
God, Maggie.
Mad Maggie? Oh my god! Okay, we need to. I go ahead and stow the shield behind me, and I go ahead and pick him up. I have a strength of 16, Faye.
Well, Melioris,
Oh, I'm sorry.
do you allow Magda to pick him up? You've got him currently held right now.
Mel is still not super aware of what's going on around her. Um, she's still talking to Theron.
Didn't he say something about Mahadi and checking in on him? Those skull thingies?
You. Is he the only one? Because he's the one who made the deal?
Melioris tries to find the skull. Is it in a pocket?
I'd say you'd be able to find where Saren had put it. You've seen where he placed it before.
Mel, did he tell you how it worked? It seemed like you were talking to him a bit after, or you were with him with Mahadi, right?
Mel's not paying attention to anything. She hears noises. She gets the skull and she speaks in Infernal. She's like, listen up. You bring him back.
There is no response on the other side of the skull. But you would see a portal appear.
Can I tell where it goes?
It just looks like Avernus on the other side. You don't know what part of Avernus. It all looks the same.
I don't get a sense whether it's a good idea to go through this portal.
We know
Well-
how much you like portals.
Well, that's
That's a
vast.
different character. That's a
I
different character.
know.
That's vast. Mel has no experience with portals. Mel's like,
Yeah.
this seems like a great idea. Mel sees the portal and assumes that it has something to do with what she just spoke into the skull, and she's not very strong, but she's trying to get Saren towards the portal, and she's muttering things like, I didn't get a chance to tell you.
I'd say, Magda, you're close enough to hear this since you tried to pick up Saren.
I picked him up. I got him. I got him. Let's go. Lulu. Haven, let's go.
So you step
Where?
through the portal?
Yeah.
Alright. Stepping through the portal, you find yourselves just beyond the gates of Mad Maggie's junkyard. It seems that someone in a powerful position may have been overhearing your circumstance and where you might need to go to fix the situation.
Incubus got his Saren's mind, and Maggie knows how to do mind stuff like she did with Lulu. We'll ask her to help us, okay?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, both of you guys. as I'm walking, carrying him in.
I mean, she read Lulu's mind. So if you think something's wrong with Saren's mind, then maybe she could help you.
Alright. So, as you're in Mad Maggie's junkyard, what would you like to do in Fort Knucklebone?
And look for Maggie. If we see anybody, I ask.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of red caps around that you can ask.
Mad Maggie.
If it doesn't reply to you, Haven's gonna reach out and like try and pick it up to his eye level. He's still raging, so he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Where's Mad Maggie? Now.
Just, Mickey!
That's not Mad Maggie.
But Mickey's always with Mad Maggie.
True. Sorry, you said Mickey. I was thinking of a red cap, not the cool person with the shades.
Yeah. So, as he calls for Mickey, there's the lumbering of the flesh golem, and eventually you see Mad Maggie and Mickey come over and can see your situation. And
Your help.
it does seem that you're in a bit of a bind.
Please. Your incubus is inside him.
Oh, that's a nasty little thing. I'm not quite supposed to do that until they're powerful. And why exactly should I help?
You need. We'll do whatever you need to. Please. We need him. You helped us before.
I think so. But it will be for a payment.
You need.
That will be decided afterwards if you're so dire.
Turn to Haven. And I turn to Mel. Do you say? I'm willing.
Seems to be the only way.
Feeling.
If you want him back.
Yeah, right?
Well then, give me some time to set up a ritual.
Okay. Okay. Can I lay him down? Should I lay him down at the same spot that did Lulu lay down?
That will be just fine.
Okay. I go over. And I carefully lay him down.
And seeing that we've got an AFK Mel, but I have an idea of how she would be acting. She's once more in that state you had seen after Saren fell. His head in her lap, and she is just quietly talking to him, pleading. Magda, why don't you give me a quick insight check? There's something there, but you can't quite put a name on it.
Dare to Maggie, or something to Saren, something to
Between
Mel?
Saren and Mel, with how she is responding to this situation.
Yeah. I mean, I heard what she said, right?
You did.
I mean, I'm young and I don't know much, but I got a feeling. And then just kind of in my mind, I just think about all the time how they reacted and stuff like that. I'm like, huh. Okay. Well, shit. We gotta get him back. We gotta get him back. Not just to have Saren back, but for Mel. Because Mel lost her brother. Like, she can't lose anybody else that she cares about. And this is all internal dialogue. And I kind of put my hand on Mel's shoulder, but then I just stand up and step away to give them space.
Mel, you've got an unconscious Saren. Mad Maggie is performing a ritual that will allow you to get into his mind, just like you guys did for Lulu.
So I think you said that I'm cradling Saren's head in my lap again.
Something along those lines. You can change that up if you'd like.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing that, and I'm kind of just bent over Saren, and I say gently or softly, um, you have to come back to me after a lifetime in darkness. You are life-giving light.
The ritual comes together in a matter of minutes. You are set out. Unfortunately, this means, Meliors, you must be parted from Saren, but you have him in your sight as he is seated in the center. And then, as you find yourself brought into the dream, I'm going to say we need... Do I want this music or do I want other music? Yeah, I definitely want other music. We're gonna put this one on. Saren, we're gonna come to you.
Cool.
Last thing you knew, you were in a fight. And that demon, that devil, rushed at you. And then everything was dark. It's different than your trancers. You have no sense of the outside world at all. Until you do. But it's not the world you left. At least, not the world you left most recently. You awake in the familiar confines of the Cascade.
Well, that's nice. I haven't seen this ship in a while.
You're in your room currently. But it's easy enough to remember exactly everything. What would you like to do, Saren?
Well, I think I'd like to get up and take a walk through the ship towards the helm.
Perhaps there is a fleeting moment of hope that you'll see your parents here. That you'll hear them at work in their various studios. But the Cascade is silent, as it was when you left. But you make it to the helm.
Saren kind of runs his hands over everything, because the last time he was here, he couldn't pilot it because he didn't have magic, and he thinks maybe now's the time to give it a shot.
You feel the helm reach out back to you. But then it stops. Roll a history check. Or an insight.
My insighting a spaceship, that's a 7.
Maybe there's something more to it than just having magic. Maybe you need more time with the ship to really learn it.
Well, Saren's gonna take a look below deck where his father's painting studio was and check their room off to the side of the spell jammer helm. Check the galley as well. Just kind of walk around and he's seeing all of the art and the paintings that his father had done and the sculptures that his mother had done, because they shared the same muse. So there's purples and blacks melded all over. And most of their creations are depictions of void dragons. So he's trying to figure out from these memories of his parents what it is he needs to do. Apart from the emptiness of the ship and the outside, of course, he feels like something else is missing because he thought that the next time he would be, if he ever got back here, the next time he came back, that Melioras would be with him. So he's feeling a little empty on that side too and a little confused. But he's trying to figure out what he's missing.
Saren, give me a perception check, please.
That's an 18, Faye.
You hear a clatter that comes from your mother's studio.
Well, I'll go take a look.
What do you think is going to be waiting for you there?
Maybe his parents. Hopefully Melioras.
As you go to check, you would in fact see Melioras there, alongside Magda and Haven as they appear.
Hey, everybody. How did you all get here?
You actually there?
We came looking for you. Where are we?
This is my ship. This is the Cascade.
This is it?
This is it.
Out the hold,
Oh,
the storage.
Yep, this is the cargo hold, and my mother does her clay and pottery and sculpting back here too.
Right.
My room's through that door behind you.
Did you by any chance see a little glowing incubus anywhere on the ship?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Magda.
Yeah, okay.
show me everything.
Okay. And Saren will walk over and take Meliodas by the hand and give her a guided tour of the ship. And anyone else that wants to come along. And he's very proud, talking about all the time he spent even on the top deck. There's not a whole lot up there. That's where his parents would set up their art gallery and host parties, hoping to sell their art. The forward deck where his father's painting studio is, it's actually reverse gravity, so that he gets flipped around. He kind of liked the different perspective. Yeah, this is it.
It's cozy. I like that.
It's fast too.
Where's all the artwork? I want to see a void dragon.
Well, it's pretty much everywhere. So there's stuff hanging on the walls. There's little pedestals with sculptures. Saren's pointing out his favorites. He never made any. He's not an artist, but some are definitely better than others.
I will say that anyone who's out on the top deck, that is open space, which means you can see the starscape that is wild space all around you. Different colors and the gas clouds that tie the stars into clusters that form different universes, galaxies. You all see that out there if you are on the top deck. And movement. Creatures that exist in this space, like the depths of the sea, swim by in the skies in the distance. Some much larger than this ship.
This can't be real. Can it?
Aren't we?
Of course it's real. Darren told me he'd show me these things.
Anyone listening would hear Saren just going onto speeches of his parents had removed all the weapons and they didn't have need of them, and this thing really is among the fastest ships out there. He's just going on and on.
Happy, Haven.
What?
He seems happy.
I know, but I don't know if you're up here. I thought we came here to rescue him, to get him back, to get his mind back. What if this is what's trapping him here? We need to get him back home with us.
We look down. Can we see Saren and Mel standing next to each other, still holding hands?
Not from that angle. It's like there's you gotta go down.
Okay, I walk over and poke
You
my
could
head out.
you can poke your head in to
Yeah.
get the angle if you want for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
If I see that, I pop back out. I'm like, okay, so what if we give them some time? Like, it doesn't mean that we have to go right back, right? We can stay here for a little bit.
yeah, I don't remember. Like, above table, what did we do to get out of the Lulu trance or dream?
Uh,
Did we do anything, or did
I
Mel
can't
manage
remember.
that? Yeah.
I just watched all the video.
You
We
just
fought
what?
some devils. We fought some devils. There was some icky black stuff we were all sinking in that did
That's
Oh,
psychic
right.
damage. We
yeah.
escaped from that. Did
roll
I
for
hear
me.
any of these things that they were saying?
I would assume that the hatch
Like,
was
this
not
isn't
open.
real over here. Okay.
Um, but I would say if anyone wants to think about perhaps how they might be able to get out and pertains to a situation akin to Lulu's dream journey, that would be either an insight or an arcana check, while those thoughts may come up. So,
Saren will not
I
be
don't
rolled.
know if I.
yeah,
No, I don't. I don't think I want to leave. Like,
great. Alright, cool. I'll keep your rolls in mind.
We got some high rollers here.
do either of you have heroic inspiration?
It's
You'd
the
have,
fuzzy dice.
yeah, you'd have to check to see if it's on your sheet if you've got it. If you don't, you don't.
Have what?
Heroic inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
I do.
If you want to use it, you can.
Not really.
Okay,
Exactly. Let them be.
sure.
Hey man, look at that thing. That is so cool.
So while Haven and Magda are having conversations up on top deck, staring out into wild space, Saren, Melioris, what are you doing?
I told you I'd bring you here. Do you like it?
Amazing. I can't believe we're here.
Here, let's go look at the spell jamming helm. We can see everything out in front of us too. There's only view holes back here, port holes, whatever they're called. See,
Melioris is thrilled just to be wherever Saren takes her on this ship.
does it look so different than the Underdark out there?
I mean, yeah, but also no. There's a lot of similarities for sure.
This seemed impossible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we got here, but I'm so glad that we are.
A lot of this seemed impossible, and then Saren will take her in his arms.
And that's when Haven and Magda, you would notice something from the top deck. sort of getting closer from the distance to the cascade.
You know,
Hmm?
thing. Closer.
I mean, this is all foreign stuff to me. I don't know what any of it is.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
say,
because it's getting coming closer, it doesn't mean it's bad, right?
I'll say if anyone will, of the two of you, Abe and Magda, would like to roll a perception check.
If it's Mickey, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anything.
Perhaps it's just wind. Movement of the clouds. Perhaps there is some other ship out there making travel. Until you see a glowing light, like star, that gets brighter and brighter and more intense until this beam of energy strikes. I need Haven and Magda to give me dexterity saving throw.
Can't be good. Is that a spell?
It's spell adjacent.
Can I have a save?
Uh,
Advantage?
I'm gonna say not advantage for this one.
Okay.
But you're well enough. You duck down behind the barrier of the top deck. Just as you would all hear the echo of a dragon's roar. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing.
Oh
I
my
hope
god,
you
we
guys
have to wait like 3 weeks.
You have to wait like 3 weeks. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys had fun as well. I will see you guys in our next stream, but until then, you can head over to willthewitch.com and check us out there. You can join us in our Discord to jump into a game yourself. Follow us here on Twitch for any of our live streams, or head over to YouTube for our VODs. But until the next one, it'll be a see you later.